Hey guys, welcome back to MagiCorp. So today, I'm not really sure what we're all going to do. I had a spontaneous bit of time come up where I can record, and I'm not really ready for it, but recording time is kind of precious, so I decided I would take it. But to start off, I do know, at least, close these doors here, I do know one thing that I am going to do, and that is to take care of something that I forgot to do last time. Took the long way around the house there, and that was... I completely forgot that we were going to sign up for a couple of licenses, and those licenses are the ones for enhanced inventories and storage drawers. Because, if we take a look here real quick, advanced inventories has a whole bunch of chests that are really nice because they upgrade a whole bunch of times, and their highest level upgrades just hold a ton. And storage drawers is basically like a more modular and functional version of Jabba barrels. So we're going to get both of those licenses, and they are going to put me in a little bit of debt, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. So let's just put license request here, and then we're going to put storage drawers and enhanced inventories. Yep, good, that all fits. And I figure I'm just going to go ahead and mail this out. And then hopefully by the next time we all get together, this clipboard will be gone, and instead I'll have some licenses. So yeah, that was the thing that I forgot to do at the end of the last thing. So unfortunately I don't have my storage drawers yet, or my enhanced inventories, but at least, we're getting there. The other thing I need to do is look in here. It should be in one of these, if I can find it. Yep, I should have guessed it. It was out here in my Britannia stuff. I have this delivery bag here, and if we open her up, we'll see that I've got my 20 Mana Steel ingots and a clipboard that has the Mana Steel contract on it. So that is my very first contract completed. So we're just going to go ahead and plop that right in the mailbox too. And hopefully those will both get sent out, and I should have licenses and a little bit of money when we get back, and a whole lot more debt. While we're here, I might as well take care of these. As you can, it says it's wheat, but it's not wheat. It's my lily seeds. As you can see, I've planted them there. They don't grow so fast, but ender pearls are kind of precious, and I haven't yet kind of got a good setup for collecting them. So I've just been using those. That's actually the very first harvest, because they do take quite a while to grow up. Several real game hours. All right. So as you can see, I put together a new wall of focus. Just a couple of clipboards on there so far. As I get more feathers, which are kind of the thing that I'm having the hardest time collecting right now, I'm going to get more on here. So as you can see, two full lists of stuff to do. I got a bunch of Britannia stuff that I want to put together. Specifically, as you can see up here, bell thorns. That's going to be huge for getting my base defensible, so I don't have to sleep every time it gets night. Rod of the Lands, I need that because I kind of hate to do it, but I'm thinking I'm going to fill in all this water that's right beside the house, because it is kind of in the way, and I'd rather have a nice field here for Britannia. Let's go sleep real quick here. Sorry. And then there's some other stuff that's not quite as huge. Band of mana instead of having the mana tablet. That way I can use it as a bauble. Some other things like a mana pouch, alchemy catalyst, small things. And down here, Endoflame Dropper. Now that's because I want to semi-automate. It's not going to be a full automation, but kind of automate that mana production over there just by being able to put a whole bunch of coal into it and letting it rip. Otherwise, there's some random things, not the mod, but just random things I'd like to do. I think we're going to start over here. Licenses are done, so I should be able to put a check mark there. Yep. Finish house, as I said, I wasn't really prepared to record today. I was actually planning a couple days from now, so I actually haven't finished my house. But if we come over here while we're talking about the house, you can see I've started digging under it. And that's because I want to move all these oreberry bushes down there, because I think it'll just be a lot better, and there'll be a lot more room in the end if I just create like a little oreberry cellar. And then I won't have to worry about having all this, out here beside it, and I won't have to worry about the fact that I am quickly running out for oreberries, because I went on a little bit of a mining trip and found all these oreberry bushes, and I don't really have anywhere to put them. So yeah, I'm building a nice cellar down for all of that. In fact, let's get these out of my inventory because inventory management is going to become a problem. So I don't need all this on my person right now. That should be good for now. Okay, so finish house, nether portal, that's a big one. Unfortunately, I do not have obsidian yet, so that's not going to happen. Then, of course, do nether stuff, fill in ponds. Again, I want to get that stuff done. And then some better farms, because unfortunately, as you can see, this is what my farm looks like right now. It's looked like that for about 3 days now. It has not moved a lick, because it keeps freezing like this. And I can unfreeze it with either bone meal or forcing block updates, things like that. But I really need to create a farm that is not broken like this. And I think the way to do that is going to be to start progressing through Botania to the point where I can make the agricarnations, because those should force bone meal and block updates. But let's just start over here. So I think the thing I should start with are the easy things. So let's actually just grab the clipboard here. I think we're going to start with I think the Band of Mana would be a good place to start, because I think I've got everything for that. So let's just check it out. It's going to be in here, right? No, this one. Band of Mana. To do this, I'm going to need 4 mana steel and my mana tablet. Now I should have enough iron and enough mana to get that done real quick. Let's see here. Getting a little framey. I'm sorry about that, but should hopefully go away in a second. My computer's probably just doing something. Where are my... So start with 4 iron. Hopefully I've got enough mana, otherwise I can quickly brew up some more charcoal and get that all taken care of. But I've actually put several loads of trees through this thing, so I should have enough for 4 pretty easy. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to build our Band of Mana. And that's just basically so I can wear my mana tablet as a ring. Am I doing... Oh, do I need... I bet you I gotta do that on a... No? Mana steel. Mana tablet. Okay. Do I have to do anything special? Hold on. Alright, so it turns out that in order to do the Band of Mana, I first have to actually empty my mana tablet. There's a little bit of mana in it, but it's actually not too full, so I'll be able to get that taken care of next time there's a lot of battle or, tree harvest, some mining, things like that. So let's just move on to the next thing, shall we? Let's try the Assembly Halo. Let's see if I can make one of those right now. Assembly Halos basically allowed me to have a crafting table that's portable. And that's this one here. And it's a mana pearl. I don't know if I've got enough mana for that. Crafting table and some mana steel. So presuming I have enough mana to create that mana pearl, because I just got that nice harvest of ender pearls, which is just well timed. I should be able to create that assembly table. So let's just toss this in there and hope. Good. Okay. So then I just need a little bit of wood. I think I got... This should work, please? Yes. No. No, that's probably not going to work, is it? Generally, if you mix the wood... No? Bugger. I'm going to need to get some actual oak wood. Which, handily enough... Alright, so there's the standard crafting table. Now, if I remember correctly, it was like this and like that. Good. So now I've got an assembly halo. And the way that works is that you pull it up and you've got this recipes. You got these recipe slots around it as well as your crafting table. You right click on the crafting table and you can make stuff. Sorry about that. I got interrupted by something. Anyway, as I was saying, so what you can do is if you put something in the crafting table, we're just going to use up some of those eucalyptus planks that I've got on me, and then move over and right click on a slot, you can store that recipe. And then whenever you want to craft it, you just right click it and it does it again. Unfortunately, I just wasted some planks, but it's just some eucalyptus wood. I can always make some more of that. So that's a nice little tool that I'll have with me from now on. Like I said, it's nice because now I don't actually need this crafting station anymore. I just take that up and, I don't know, can I actually, use this as fuel? Hey, I can, cool. That's not enough stuff to deserve it. I gotta take down this tree. Yeah, as you can see, I've put this little tree thing over here. It's nice because I put that block up there to keep the trees stunted. The one issue that I have with my other tree system over there is that you can see I get those big old trees, and I don't want the big old trees. So let's put this in there and then burn these crafting tables. There we go. So I put that block over there. Eventually I'm going to do that with all those trees, but I'm going to wait until after I've filled in this lake area, or this pond, I guess, because I want to reorganize kind of everything based on what it's going to be after I fill this in, and probably fill in that area over there and then get rid of that massive oil slick thing. So yeah. So now we can check off the assembly halo. Now let's see if I'm going to be able to make the Rod of the Lands, because that's a big thing for me right now, because it's going to save me a lot of time and effort that I didn't otherwise want to take, and I was literally right in the right menu. So Rod of the Lands is just dirt, living wood twig, and a rune of earth. And a rune of earth is the part that I don't know if I'm going to have. Stone, mana steel, mana powder, mushroom, and a block of coal. So let's see if we can put that all together. 6. Okay, so I've got everything to make it, but except one thing. I need a piece of gold. Oh, wait, I've got a piece of gold. There it is. I was going to say might have to make myself one, but that's okay. That was one of the things I found while I was messing around, is I found gold oreberry bushes. You probably saw those briefly, but that's pretty huge. Let's see if I got any more living wood. I do. Cool. And then I'll need a white petal. Oh, there's something about white petals I want to show to you guys too. That I discovered that it's kind of cheaty, but at the same time it's kind of neat. So I figured I might as well. I think this is it, right? Yeah, there we go. Mana spreader. Gonna need one of those. Let's see, what else did I need? Needed something, right? Oh, I needed to chunk this floral powder into there. All right, so now, oh, and I'll need a piece of stone too, and then I'll show you what I did with the floral powder. Piece of living rock. Okay, so what we can do, hopefully I have enough mana for this, and it's probably going to be that I don't. So if I put this here, and I need to grab my wand, which I don't have on me for some reason, probably because it's kind of ugly. Now that should actually work, but let's double check here. So to there, and then to there. Okay, so that should now empower this altar. So then what I can do is throw all the bits, which should just be all these, onto there. And then if I check here, okay, what did I do wrong? One of those things does not belong. Which is it? The dirt. The dirt I needed for the actual rod. Ugh, terrible. Okay, so now I got to take all these back off. Okay, got my stone back. Now let's see if we can do this thing right. Took the dirt out, so now I can see if I'm standing. I'm not standing close enough. Okay, so coal, mushroom, mana steel ingot, and mana powder. And then I should mana steel ingot. There we go. Now it should absorb a whole bunch of mana. Hopefully I've got enough, which could go either way. Looking pretty good. Though I do need to really get some more coal into this thing. Maybe that's what we'll do next. We'll build a quick and dirty coal system. I honestly have no idea what I want to do for a coal system. Oh, are we ready? We are. So then what I should be able to do, is toss this guy on top and then smack it. There we go. Okay, so now we just need a living wood twig. I do not have one, but I can make one. Alright, so living wood twig is just two of these guys. And then if we put a dirt here and a rune of the earth here, we get ourselves a Rod of the Lands. And this is actually going to help me drain down my mana tablet as well. So what the Rod of the Lands does is pretty simple. It lets me place dirt. And it doesn't take the dirt from my inventory, it just creates dirt. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. So, again, something that, may not necessarily be super helpful from a what's the word, from a like an automation standpoint, because it is very manual. But at the same time, since I want to fill all this in, it's going to save me having to go somewhere else and find dirt and bring it back here, dig up the dirt, move the dirt. And all I will have to do is, I think, clean up all this gravel and sand, except for probably this bit of gravel, because I don't think I want to break this Chromatocraft crystal yet. I think once I get into Chromatocraft, there'll be a better thing I can do with that crystal. But otherwise, everything else, yeah, I'm just going to flatten out. I'll probably dig up the clay, just because it's a little bit more of a scarce resource. But yeah, this is pretty huge. This is something that I was like, I could fill it in right now, but I kind of wanted to show that just because it is such a useful little rod, and it's, I think, something that's often overlooked. So that's what I want to do. Get the clipboard and check off Rod of the Lands. Cool. So then I can drain down that tablet, and I'll just go ahead and make a band of mana. So while we're at it, oh, actually, I was going to show you the cool thing that I discovered that's probably not so great, but yeah. So we'll put this Rune of Earth back in here. So what I discovered, and I'm going to need some of these, 13 we'll say, is that if we take these guys, these mystical white petals, and we crush them up into white floral powder, and then we take that white floral powder and put it in a 9x9, we get a bone meal bag. Look at that. You put the bone meal bag back in here, you get bone meal out. So it's a way to turn white floral powder into bone meal. And it's a little cheaty, but at this point, I'm not really in a taco cares all that much that it's sort of cheaty kind of attitude, or in that kind of place, because for some reason, getting bone meal has been kind of difficult here. And it's probably because I've been sleeping away the night so much, but even if I let it go, like, mobs are so tough and stuff that are so tough that they take a while to kill. I haven't died or anything, or it's not dangerous, but it's just they take so long to die that I don't get much bone. So this is a flat out cheaty way of doing it. So if I plant all those those petals, I can then grow them up like so, and then take my shears and smoosh them all down. And I've got enough mystical white flowers to make 36 white petals, and that cost me 18 petals to do. So basically, I can double my petals as many times as I want that way. And then I can also use the extra bone meal to grow things like crops, which is nice because it does let me unstick my crops. That's the main utility of doing this, is the fact that my crops do keep getting stuck, and this is a simple way to fix them. Speaking of which, we should do that right now. So if I put this in here, I should have just used it while it was open. Get myself some bone meal real quick, and I'm going to go use this right on my farm.